Hi, I'm Tyler Episcopo, and I work in Indiana's advanced industries. I wouldn't have an issue going elsewhere within Indiana, but Indiana's home. Gordon's really where I first started to learn that I wanted to help people and serve people. So from that feeling originally, at 15, I went and joined the fire service there in town. And from that time, it's been 16 years now that I've been a part of the fire service. And so from the start, really, that's what I've taken and tried to personally develop myself into leadership, and I think that's really helped me with my role. My title is a gas ops supervisor, gas operations, and I've got all kinds of duties throughout the day, but I think the most important one is safety. So safety is a top priority at CenterPoint. Throughout my career, I led the safety core team that was divisional, and now I'm currently the managing sponsor for the same team. So safety is big. But apart from safety, whenever it comes to responsibilities, it is a core responsibility for me to ensure that I treat my team and customers with respect. CenterPoint Energy is based out of Houston. However, we operate in Indiana and Ohio as well. Mainly in Indiana, it is natural gas facilities. So we supply natural gas through measurement regulation to customers to fuel their homes and heat their homes, cooking, hot water, that type of thing. I have 8 employees, and I lead the team that is in charge of the measurement and regulation for natural gas facilities. So we purchase from different companies that go into measurement to regulate so it gets to the homes. In high school, freshman, sophomore year, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, right? But I knew that graduation was coming up, so I had to come up with something. So I did stick with the fire service. I went to Vincennes University here in Indiana and obtained a fire science degree. And the problem with that was whenever I graduated in Indiana, I wasn't old enough to be hired as a fireman yet because it was 21. So from there, I had to come up with an idea, right? So that was a little bit of a challenge. I ended up getting a job with Miller Pipeline as a laborer, which was a contractor for CenterPoint at the time, and that's how I ended up getting into the field with CenterPoint as a field tech. I didn't know what I wanted freshman, sophomore year, so really having a solid plan of what you want to do or be, and then develop into, executing that plan and sticking with it. Whenever I first started and they told me I was going to go put pipe in the ground, I didn't even know that existed. Coming up into this, it was mainly just trying to develop into what I wanted to become. I think that whenever it comes to skills, obviously you have to continually develop those, and leadership was one big one for me. So continually developing, and personally and professionally trying to be a leader, whether it's in the community or in CenterPoint. Whenever I first started out, like I mentioned, I went to the fire service, and really I think that disciplinary side and looking up to the leaders within that service has helped me professionally and personally develop leadership. And it's always kind of been a natural calling too, really. So I think that's a big part of why I like my role in CenterPoint, and what's really helped me develop and get to where I am. Whenever I first came in as a field tech, I was in a different side of construction than I am in charge of now. So whenever I took over supervision for measurement and regulation, I wasn't really sure like the technical terms or how they operate. So the challenge that I really liked was trying to just figure it out along with them. So my employees would call me with an issue, so I obviously wouldn't have an answer, but being able to reach out and expand upon that, so I'm learning as well as trying to get an answer for my team so they can be successful. What I like most about my role is just being a leader. As I mentioned, I think growing up into now, I've always kind of had a natural calling to help people and serve people, and this role just really kind of helps me fit naturally into that. I think leadership starts within, but whenever you first start out, whenever you have that natural calling to want to help and want to serve others, if you just take that and look at within of who you are, and then just continually develop beyond that, Well, uncomfortable situations are unavoidable. It's going to happen. There is some lessons that I've learned, such as like adaptability, self-awareness. So whenever these situations arise, you have to be able to navigate that uncertainty and also understand the motivations and values that other people have. What inspires me is being better than who I was yesterday. I think in life, one of the biggest flexes is like looking back a year ago to who you were and not even really recognizing that person. And that shows development and improvement, right? So I also want that for my team as well. So how do I motivate my team? I use that mentality with them as well. You know, you have to communicate a clear vision with them. You have to set attainable goals, be transparent, lead by example, you know, provide room for them to grow and just set the team up for success. What excites me about the work with this company is that it's meaningful. I do feel that what we do does go and help and advance within the industry to help other people succeed in what they need done with their goals. The 3 lessons that I learned throughout my journey is that we had mentioned leadership starts within, right? So go and like look in a mirror and ask yourself, would you want you leading yourself, right? And no one's coming to give you permission to take that next step. So you have to really build the chair to sit at that table. That would be number 1. Number 2 is operating on the standard that you hold everyone else to. And you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. That would be number 2. Number 3 is one that was really big for me, and you're not going to, the only way you can fail in this process is by giving up, and you cannot fail if you don't give up. So you have to become someone who is disciplined enough to be someone who is incapable of quitting, because success is your own responsibility.